Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Afton and I'm Monty's Tarot Child. Here on my channel I do general readings for the collective and pick a card readings like the one that we have here today. I did want to take a moment to say thank you for everyone who has been recently subscribing. Welcome to the channel, and welcome to you, the channel, if you are new here and if you are returning as well. Thank you so much for sharing space and energy with me. The pick a card that I have here for you today is crystal guidance and a loving message from your ancestors. So I'd like for you to take a moment to meditate on these four piles to see which crystal holds the most guidance for you, and which loving message is from your ancestors. So take a moment to pause and meditate, and I will see you in your reading. Hello, pile number one. You chose the beautiful selenite as your crystal. I am going to mention that as soon as I started recording this reading, they began construction again within my neighborhood. So if you hear anything, which you may or you may not, I do apologize beforehand. But you chose the beautiful selenite, this gorgeous, amazing crystal. I'm going to put it right here just so that you can still see it and connect with her energy. And before I get into your cards, I'm actually going to just pull a few angel numbers, zodiacs, and initials that you could be seeing, could be influencing you at this time, something that may be also kind of important to you or for you. I'm going to try to make sure that everything is mixed up really nicely and just pull a few of them here. Perfect. Okay. So we are starting off with the initials A and P. So these could be your initials or initials that may be just important to you, A and P. We also have the initial R as well. So another one that could be important for you. We also have the initial J as well. And I'm hoping you guys can see this. I'm trying out a new camera angle, so we're going to go with it. We also have Aquarius and Gemini. So these could be in your natal chart, your sun sign, moon sign, rising, or Venus as well could be. Or this could be just the energy that is around you currently and working in your life right now. And we also have the initials D and G. I'm debating on whether I want to keep these all out for you, if y'all want to put them back in the bowl. I think I'm going to actually just bunch them up and put them to the side for you guys, just so that we remember that they're there. I'm going to keep the zodiacs up even, so that you can see them, and we'll put them right here just for a moment, just to get them out of your way. So that is just some of the energy that I am sensing and seeing overall. I'm going to get into your overall crystal guidance, crystal message, the message that Spirit wants you to hear. This deck is actually the Crystal Mandala Oracle, and I will be reading a short passage out of the book as well. The crystal guidance that you have, and it also comes with an archangel. Archangel Agniel. I really feel like I butchered that. And Tiger's Eye is the other crystal that is connecting with you right now. We have Tiger Spirit Rises, and we also have the crystal angel number 444. So this could be an angel number that you are seeing a lot of or is making itself more present to you. But right now, what I also like, as I mentioned before, is that this deck doesn't only come with the crystal guidance, but it also has an angel or an archangel that is connected to it as well. I'm not going to continue to mispronounce the angel's name. I'm just going to do my absolute best. But the Tiger Spirit Rises brings you the message. We bring you the gift of the Tiger Spirit Rising. You are being empowered with a truth more potent than fear. Your spirit is rapidly expanding beyond what opinion and logic can contain. It needs to be free and run wild with divine grace in the world. Your life, your destiny, your divine fulfillment requires that you have the courage to roar for love, to refuse to be put down, to respect yourself, and to let your untamed, loving heart be free. Your spirit creates a field of divine electricity through your body and mind that can liberate others from conformity and social conditioning, allowing them to break away from systems based in control and fear. As your tiger spirit rises, you excite and empower the tiger spirit and others to rise above conditioning as they discover the wild divine spirit being they are in truth. Wow. So you are actually a very connected person, I'm feeling like. And connected in the sense that other people are watching you. They look to you for encouragement at times. They look, to you for inspiration. You could be a very inspirational person and evoke this kind of emotion from certain people. People who I feel as if they aren't always called to action as the first thing. They are not always necessarily, they don't know sometimes what to do in life or where to go. But I feel like your passion for life, your excitement to explore and be involved in life actually stimulates that in other people. Tiger's Eye could be an amazing crystal for you to carry in order to continue to embody this energy in a healthy way, to balance it in a healthy way as well. Tiger's Eye can, I believe, is definitely connected to the earth element. So wanting to ground and be grounded as you excite and help others ignite a new passion within their lives as well. So grounding could be very important for you right now, especially I'm feeling a lot of root and solar plexus and also even sacral chakra meditating. So your lower 3 chakras, meditating on those, aligning those, preparing yourself for daily interaction with other people and sharing your energy and embracing your confidence. All of these things are connected with your lower 3 chakras as well. I'm trying to also, I feel like the number 4 may be definitely heavily a number that you're relating to right now, because you have 444 here and 13 actually breaks down into a 4. 4 is usually talking about your stability, your home life, your comfort, and things like that. So this may also be something that is popping up for you right now as important. But let's look further into the oracle. We have outer core or fluidity. That's gorgeous. And we also have the number 13 up at the top, or 12 up at the top, which the number 1 and 2 boils down to a number 3. I love to point out the numerology in case this is something that is like important to you guys. But fluidity, outer core, I think there is a different type of fluidity coming into your life right now, especially as you embrace more of your fire, as you embrace more of that energetic feeling that you have, especially because like when I'm looking at this card, the water around this person isn't calm. It isn't still. And it's something that, you don't normally see other people talking about, the fierceness that water can bring and can consume all around you. So I think that especially when we were mentioning the grounding earlier, that might be really good for you. With all of these changes, with all of this fluidity, not just in life, but within yourself as well. And we also have life, breathe. So your ancestors, your crystal guidance, these things are coming and telling you, sending you the message to breathe. I think that this is a moment for you to take a breath, to finally, I'm feeling like you are definitely relaxing into a new level of knowing, especially with the heart here, which it's not the heart chakra, but it is literally the symbol of your heart. So something that is taking a moment of relaxation, a moment of Freedom is also what I'm feeling like. I'm trying to get a clearer message for you, pile number one. I want to make sure that I'm not just skipping over the cards, you know. But so we have breathe and we have your breath in your outer core. I think especially because you have the Gemini energy here, which is the air element. What was the other one? Gemini and was it Aquarius? Yes, you have two air elements coming up. So your breath is going to be very important for you. I feel like that was a message directly from your ancestors, to be in tune with your breath, to breathe, to even if you feel like the chaos of things going on around you, not even just chaos, just a lot of activity going on, a lot of energy being shared and received, and all of this, to connect with your breath is the most important thing for you right now. Along with your grounding, along with your adaptability, I feel like as well within this fluidity here, being adaptable to the changes that are going on around you right now and currently. Let's see what these changes could be. We have soothing as your essential oil. The keyword is soothe. Trigger statement, I need to fix this. True statement, I'm willing to learn from this. Lift yourself above your life situation and observe as a witness. Understand that you are so much more than the story. Awesome. So I think, yeah, I was feeling a bit of chaos, but it doesn't feel as if this is something that is life-changing or identity-changing either. This feels like something that you need to soothe within your own heart, within your own self. Possibly it could be anxiety of just the things that are happening and going on around you, but it doesn't have to be that either. Just a lot of energy. I feel as if that doesn't have somewhere to go other than if you are expressing and sharing it with other people. I think meditation might actually be very helpful for you. If you're not already into it, meditating to the sounds of water, to the sounds of nature even could definitely help you. And also breath work. There is literally a type of meditation, a type of like energy work where you focus solely on your breathing and how to bring that into balance. But Spirit is wanting you to lift yourself above your life situation, whatever the situation is that you are in right now and currently, and observe it as a witness, not as something that is happening to you, but something that you can literally witness happening and make sense of in a more sequenced type of way. They want you to understand more that you are so much more than the story of what it is that you are observing in your life, the situation that you are specifically here for. This could be an altercation with someone or a disagreement in the workplace or anything that you need this soothing energy from and towards. This could be something that has happened in the past or something that may happen near in the current future. It's depending on you. And we also have the Finch here. New opportunities and choices are opening to you now. Claim them. So this is a very good sign, indicative of you having a new opportunity coming towards you. This could be something that you weren't expecting. I'm feeling as if we're going to look more into the tarot for that. But a situation, a new opportunity where I feel as if you can show up as your authentic self, where you can be your authentic self. So this could be a new friendship that is budding, a new financial opportunity, career opportunity that is budding for you right now. That is going to bring you new feelings, not of something that you need to fix. When as this statement is saying, when you feel as if you have to fix something or someone's, even more specifically, this could be a trigger for you because you want to be useful, you want to be helpful, you want to help people fix what seems like the unfixable. But I think right now, what is your soul focus and your soul purpose is to learn from situations without having to fix them. And I feel as if that means something to you. It couldn't. That is for someone though, for sure. I do want to take an even deeper look into this reading for you, pile number 1, with the tarot and see what they have to tell you. So we have the Chariot. Okay. That's actually, I hit the camera, of course. This is actually a really good card to come out as your first tarot card. The Chariot is very beautiful energy, and it signifies that you're making movement, you're making change. I love the Chariot because it always to me feels like very intentional action, like taking a moment to address something that has kept you stagnant for some time. It could be, again, you not wanting to disappoint other people, you wanting to continue to, make people feel excited and feel like you have like fulfilled something in them and all those other things. But there is a greater opportunity, I feel like, for you to share your energy in a more fluid way, in a more open way, where you aren't so controlled. It's also what I'm feeling like. This could be something that you either struggle with, like internally, trying to control either yourself, your reaction towards things, and like your reaction towards things that happen externally, or this could be something that you struggle with when like your environment literally controls you, or you have less and less freedom than you would actually like. And that again channels into that tiger spirit rising, because that's pure action. That's like pure drive to move and to be and to experience, which is what is meant for you. You're not meant to be stifled or stagnant or control yourself in any kind of way. But we also see within the Knight of Wands that you aren't allowing that to keep you from any kind of movement. So this is very interesting. And I want to look deeper into these two cards specifically, because they are both, the Chariot is ruled by Cancer, the zodiac sign, which is actually a cardinal sign. So it talks about initiating and taking action anyway. But also the Knight of Wands talks about taking action and being passionate and letting your passion lead you. Just living, honestly, a passion-filled life and being driven, but in a healthy way, not in a I'm near burnout, I'm tired, I've given too much, I've done too much, but in a healthy way, in a reciprocating way, something that you have wanted, especially with the heart and it being literally like it looks on fire, illuminated almost, as if, and I feel like this is something that you are continuously throughout the day letting your heart be led by your passion. And we also have the Eight of Pentacles. So that is absolutely gorgeous. I think all parts of you are dedicated to something at this current moment. Something that you are creating, something that you are a part of within this physical plane and realm that we are in. I think that your creativity has definitely been reignited and enlivened. And this is actually, it's bringing you closer to completion within something in the physical as well. We also have the Four of Wands. So I think the thing that it is that you're working towards is to bring stability, is to bring comfort within the home. I think we mentioned the number 4, right? And the Four of Wands is all about your home, being very, not just content, literally not just content, but absolutely in comfort and peace in your home setting and surrounding. I think this is something that you really work hard for. You're really proud of, to be able to provide financially in order to create this peace, because the financial is nice. It is nice to see your hard work is paying off, that your creativity is paying off, but it is for something, right? It is to create a sense of peace, a sense of harmony and comfort, and love even is within Four of Wands as well. Pure joy, to be exactly where it is in that moment where you are. We also have, wow, the Nine of Coins. So you are literally building financial stability as the reading goes on and on. I'm not surprised, especially because the new opportunity is here. This is definitely either a raise, a new position within a job, quite possibly, or you literally just working your ass off. And excuse the French that I chose to use, but it is true. You are literally, I wouldn't be surprised if the last card that I flipped over is Ten of Pentacles, but of course it might not even just work that way. What else? The Seven of Wands, interestingly enough, is the end of your tarot. So you are building all of this. You are being involved in all of this, creating all of this goodness, all of this harmony, not just for yourself, but for other people. Yeah, when you can, how you can, when it is of the healthiest way and you're not giving too much of yourself. But I also feel like, especially within this Chariot and within the Seven of Wands as well, you are making all the right moves, and some people may not agree with it. Some people may not agree that it is the right move for you, even though you have time and time again proven that it is right for you and that it works for you and that it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks about that. So the Seven of Wands, it can talk about other people just, I was going to say being in your business, but it doesn't have to be being in your business. I think that people really do sometimes believe what it is that they defend, and they will fight until the end of the earth for it, go blue in the face for it in order to defend. And I don't feel like that's necessarily your energy. You don't spend your energy trying to forcefully or not defend something that not everyone may believe in. You just do your own thing. Let what it is that you believe in bring in the Eight of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, doing what you're doing, and you let other people believe what they believe. Either they can learn from watching you, or they can, learn from you not being in their life as such a major role, as such a large part. That message is definitely for someone. Take what resonates. I am always going to vote for you to walk away if the relationship is not mutually beneficial, spiritually beneficial, or any kind of thing in between like that. So, we also have the 9 here represented in breath. So I think that you are definitely coming to a close within this cycle, all of this and continuing to build your financial state. Of course, not being the focus, but definitely accepting those blessings coming in. I think you are definitely releasing the need to control, releasing the need to fix whatever is not working in other people's lives. You are just definitely here for bringing more in of what is already coming to you. Pile number 1. And I definitely think your ancestors wanted you to get that message out, or wanted me to get this message out to you, because like we mentioned in the Tiger Spirit Rises, you're a good time. Like, you're a really good time. And that's not saying that you aren't when you are drawing back your energy and you're just refusing to fight. It's just saying, okay, these people are for the good times, for the, whatever I get out of that relationship. But I can also have very deep relationships, very meaningful, soothing relationships. And they can also reap the benefits of what it is that I'm creating for myself. But nothing, absolutely nothing, not even myself, will hold me back. So the Chariot, Knight of Wands, really embodying that cardinal and fire energy, and really moving towards your passions, being fluid and open about and honest about what it is that you want, what it is that you want to see in life, and whoever is for it is for it, who isn't. So I have just a few more, one affirmation here. The universe has your back. And then I'm going to pull some tea leaf and more crystal oracle for you. So we have, when I lean toward love, I am led. When I lean toward love, I am led. So you are definitely being led, as I mentioned before, just letting things come into your life, accepting them, saying thank you, showing absolute gratitude for these things, because you know that it's meant for you. It's absolutely meant for you. And to just be grateful as everything comes and goes. Always leaning towards love so that there can be no animosity. There can be no hard feelings. There can be nothing but the love that you are being led towards. So I have one final astrological card for you as well, just to look at the astrological energy that is around you right now. And we have the 10th house: structure, discipline, life mission, accomplishments, and career. This definitely is, it is feeling like a lot of career for you, especially because we have so many pentacles and things like that. I don't think people are like losing their mind at your workplace. If they are, that is absolutely unfortunate. But I think that these pentacles is definitely indicative of your accomplishments, especially within your career. And the 7 of Wands could totally be just family who thinks that you spend too much time working, or you don't, you're not in a practical line of career. Even though you're clearly stable and doing well and happy for yourself, they still might not understand your life mission. And it's not your place or point to teach someone else about your life mission. It is meant for you to live it, to be in it, and then, you know, explain to them later. So I'm going to start off with the Tea Oracle, pull a few of these, shuffle them on camera so that we can get a good look at any other things coming your way at this time, what you're inviting in currently. Let's see what else we can. Ooh, that one wanted to come out clearly and to mess up the setup that we have going. So let's see. We have Dagger. Fear, worries, tense situations. Yeah, this is not yours though. Is what I'm definitely feeling like. That's definitely not yours. If it is, the Chariot here is saying you're moving away from that. You're moving away from the fears and the worries of others, the fears and worries that they feed you and that then become your own. Ooh, okay. I think these are all of ours. And at the bottom of the deck, we have not. Unsuccessful plans. So, at this current moment, I don't think, with this being in the bottom of the deck energy for you, plans are not going to necessarily go as you expected. Does that mean that something's not going to work out? No, it just means that the way you wanted it to work out, the way you had it set up in your mind to work out, may not be successful. But that is definitely not for everyone necessarily, because as again I said, we have the 9 of coins and the 8 of coins or pentacles. So this is not in regards necessarily to your career, but it could be in regards to something, an unsuccessful plan of someone else's to try to go against you for some reason, which I don't feel like either. But everyone's situation is different, so please take what resonates. We also have Casket, someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. So definitely someone is, we're not wishing anything upon them by seeing this. We are literally mentioning what we said earlier by stating that some people are just not staying along for the ride. That's okay. They can't understand the life mission in order to go along with it anyway. And we also have Horseshoe, good luck. So literally not even worried about anything. Wasn't worried about anything with all of this Dagger and Casket energy, because the things that you truly focus on and want to grow will grow. You have very good luck on your side. There's nothing, literally nothing to worry about. You are accomplishing the things that you have set out to accomplish. And, you know, folks will have to just understand. Because we aren't here, unfortunately, to live for anyone else, and no one else is here to live for us. but ourselves. So let's see what else we have for you. Pile number one. I think I'll do one more as well. And that is definitely the inspiration that we were talking about, but I want you to, oh, we'll do two. I want you to see these. The bottom of the deck is Herkimer, which is expansion. This is the, I'm pretty sure, Herkimer diamond. Of course, it's clear or white. And this is speaking on the expansion that you are facing currently financially, is what I'm feeling like. We also have Harlequin Quartz. These are very difficult to pronounce, but inspiration. Definitely what we were feeling earlier within the Tiger's Eye and Tiger Spirit Rises. You are inspiration. You embody inspiration. I wouldn't be surprised if you have a lot of fire energy within your natal chart as well. We also have Hematite concentration. So you are definitely feeling very concentrated on your prosperity, on your good feelings, what you're bringing in, what you're letting go of and releasing, moving away from. And we also have Lapis Lazuli, authenticity, only the authentic, okay? Only the authentic will align with you. And that is okay. You can continue to communicate that, communicate your needs, because that is what is the most important for you right now. Pile number one. I hope that you enjoyed this thorough and in-depth message from your ancestors and the little crystal guidance that I was able to give you. If you did enjoy this reading, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe because it would mean the world to me. And don't forget that I am leaving my Patreon linked down below so that you can gain early access and exclusive access to all the readings that I have like this over there on that platform. So I will see you in another reading. Peace. Hello, pile number two. Welcome to your reading. You chose the beautiful and stunning pyrite cluster, or also known as Fool's Gold, which is definitely one of my favorites. I have heard, and I have not yet actually tried, that Fool's Gold is really good for manifesting. So if that is something that you are looking towards, looking more into, that is definitely going to be a great crystal for that. So I'm going to start your reading off by pulling a few zodiac angel numbers and initial letters, which could be some energy that is around you more frequently. You could be seeing a lot more of. I'm only going to pull a few, but I wanted to make sure that they are mixed up thoroughly, that you get a fair shot at all of the things. We'll do these. Okay, so straight off the bat, Leo energy, the initial D, we have 333 and 1212. So these could be the angel numbers that you're seeing the most of. This could be your sign or any sign within a heavy sign within your natal chart. And this could either be your initial or the initial of someone that you know. So I'm going to let you take a look at it, even though they're not that many. And it's the Leo energy, which could be your energy. And I'm going to actually just throw them over here to the side. And to get started, I'm going to read this short passage out of the Crystal Mandala Oracle to see what your crystal guidance is and your message. And you have Ascended Master El Moria, a blue star sapphire, higher will. Wow. And again, with the 333. Wow, you guys. Okay, so I know I butchered that name, Ascended Master El Moria. Why do I feel like it's Moria? I actually like that. That's beautiful. And Blue Star Sapphire. So I'm going to read the short passage out of the book and see what the crystal message is and guidance is for you. I, of course, passed it. Okay. We bring you the blessing of higher will. There is a great plan of divine love unfolding throughout the universe, and the fulfillment of your divine destiny is included. Sometimes it may seem hard to trust in your higher will, yet if you do, it can bring a feeling of great relief that you don't have to have all the answers or be in control, for everything to still work out beautifully in your world. Surrender empowers you to get on with life and trust that all is happening is exactly as it should according to a greater intelligence and love. Sometimes, however, the mind wants to control the higher plan. It wants to decide when something should happen and how and with whom and in what way. It might convince itself that this personal opinion is actually the higher plan itself and then feel betrayed, frightened, or confused when things don't go according to plan. The mind can be a great ally on the spiritual path, but it needs to be given reassurance and regular compassionate reminders that although it is powerful, it is not privy to the workings of the entire universe. Nor does it need to be for you to be happy, free, and manifesting your divine destiny. This oracle comes to you now because the mysterious workings of higher will are at work in your life, and you will find peace and even awe as you relax your mind and choose to trust now. I feel like I have been giving this message so frequently, pile number 2, that you are not the first within the collective to hear this divine message. A lot is unfolding for you right now. I'm just gonna, out of the bat, say it that way because so much of it is unseen that it feels like quite possibly nothing is happening for you right now. This again could be in regards to the things that you are manifesting, because I feel like that is heavily on people's mind right now, especially since manifesting has blown up to be this spiritual answer of some sorts. But I feel as if we rarely talk about the waiting process, trusting the universe to bring to us what it is that we have been manifesting this entire time. I think also what hangs some people up when it comes to manifesting is not waiting it out, not waiting to see the manifestation, not continuously putting in something in order to see something else return. Not that I'm saying that that is you. I'm just saying that that is sometimes what really halts and stills the production of manifesting, is to just either not believe anymore or to kind of like convince ourselves that it was a failure because it didn't happen as XYZ. Many different messages for many different people, but I am going to get even further into the oracle and see what all of this is about. So we have magic, alchemy, and we also have 43, which is the number, the spiritual, beautiful number 7. We love that number over here in this household. It means a lot to see it because it means that spirit is directly communicating with you in this moment to remind you of your alchemy, to remind you of your magic. Like the card says, I think sometimes we just need that reminder that yes, our mind can see a lot. It can experience a lot, even in just one moment, but not everything. It cannot experience nearly as half of even a portion, none of that, of what the universe conspires to do every day. Every day, even right now, as you're watching this video, something is happening, something is lining up in order to further alchemize this process for you as well. But the thing is, you have to release to it. You have to relax into it and to really trust the things that are going on around you. We also have joy, music. So a great way, a fantastic way for you to step out of this control mechanism, if we can be honest, if I can be very honest with you. We are stepping out of that and into joy, into releasing, into going with the flow and living in the present. Not necessarily so future forward thinking, trying to predict what is going to happen, trying to ignite something or initiate something to happen, but just simply being I think this is going to be a very spiritual process for you in general. One where you will connect to music differently. One where music will connect to you differently. You will start to hear messages and see things within your third eye simply from listening to music, and also having deep revelations as well. That is the power of music. It doesn't only create emotions with us, but it also reveals emotions within us as well. So let's look further into your situation, pile number 2. We have invigorating as your essential oil. The keyword is bliss. Trigger statement, why am I here? True statement, I make a difference. You will have the motivation you need to express your light. Know that what you do today makes the world a better place. So I think, let me get the energy on this one right. Because what is going on right now is that you have joy, you have bliss. I feel like you want more of it. I feel like there is a greater search that you are seeking. You are wanting to experience more magic. I feel like this is something that you are also calling into yourself, within yourself. But I think also that sometimes you can possibly lose sight of why it is that you're calling it in, what the purpose is. And I think when you don't have the purpose of something, sometimes you're not able to enjoy it as fully. So I think what your ancestors specifically want you to know is that you do make a difference. What you're doing right now, which could be completely, absolutely nothing, is making a difference, because that type of relaxation and enjoyment within the present is not heavily practiced. Possibly not even necessarily by you. This is something that you probably want to build more of a practice of. It's just being in the moment. And so what is coming to you now is the motivation to express your light. I think you are starting to step into a new level of self-worth and understanding of yourself, understanding of your magic, and the things that you literally can bring in just from simply being. And I think that you, like I mentioned, you're gaining a new understanding as well of self. I think that is one of the biggest gifts that you are receiving right now, is that recognition, because it is going to be the most important part of you being guided and led right now. I don't want this one. I actually want this one. I'm going to look at your divine feather message, and you have woodpecker. Use your discernment and fortitude to achieve your goals and find a new rhythm. So definitely finding a new rhythm, using your discernment in a different way. Again, definitely spiritually in tune. So receiving downloads, receiving messages that don't necessarily come from another person, but come to you spiritually as well. And I think that's how you are also gaining this trust within, is because you know that it's divinely connected, it's spiritually involved. So you're not pulling certain things out of thin air. You are literally communicating with the divine. So using your discernment on what is thought, what is, oh, I'm going to think this into being, and what is, oh, this is a direct and very, very poignant message from spirit. Discerning those two, fortifying your intuition, and moving forward to achieve the goals. That is what the process looks like for you currently at this moment. I'm going to look more into your situation with the tarot energy here and see what else it is that is being invited in. We also have the Two of Pentacles. Okay, absolutely gorgeous, a beautiful card, but definitely speaks of a moment of making a decision, having a choice, needing to make a decision. I actually would like to know more about this. We have death. Oh, I love it. I love it. Because this is a choice to transform. This is a choice to transition from what you're used to, what you may even be living in currently, to what it is that you are asking to receive. With this being of the pentacle nature, this is of your physical nature, the things that you are literally manifesting and calling into you, which I am absolutely not surprised that that is the energy, because I can see it clearly being connected to the Fool's Gold here. But what is transitioning for you, I think, again, is also within your thought process. What is possible for me? What is meant for me? How do I go about it if I'm not supposed to go about it, right? We also have the Six of Cups. Ooh, how did I drop that? The Six of Cups. So this is something that you have dealt with in the past. This is something that you possibly could have even grown up with, is a certain mindset that a certain mindset will get you the most money, will make you the most this and that. It is 1:11 as I'm reading this right now. So I feel as if that is something that stands out to be very true for you, especially because it is usually our childhood where things begin and stem from. Our adulthood years is when we take the time, hopefully, to analyze this, to view this within ourselves, and to decide on whether we want to transition out of it and into something greater, into our destiny, right? We also have the Sun, which means that you absolutely are stepping into your destiny. There's no question about it. We have the Death card and the Sun. Two beautiful major arcana cards that just talk about such beauty, such joy, such realization. I think within this Sun card, you are actually seeing your potential. You're seeing yourself. Spirit is literally shining this illuminating light down on you, and feeding you a new higher will. I feel like this is an ascension of some sorts for you as well, where you have spent some time at this level worrying about these things, and now you are deciding to transcend it, to transmute that energy into something different. You are making a choice. You are deciding to transition the energy from the past into what? Of course, into absolute fulfillment. So we have, what is this? 6, 7, 8, 9 of Cups. Absolute fulfillment and a wish fulfilled is what Spirit wants you to know. Your ancestors, that is what they want you to know as well. Pile number 2 is that you are manifesting absolute joy and I feel like emotional completion, fulfillment. This is not just materialistically. I think this is just feeling and emotion in general, but it is connected to the physical as well. We know that money does not buy happiness, but resources does buy a sense of peace and ease within life as well. So these do go hand in hand, but this is not necessarily the focus. You want to be fulfilled. You want to be happy. You want to prove to yourself that all of the things in the past that you didn't think were possible were absolutely possible times 10. That you have no limitations, that you are backed by the universe, that you are not a stagnant being and you are ready to move and evolve, to use your discernment, the discernment that Spirit is gifting you with, in order to accept. What are you accepting? Wow, yourself. I was literally going to say it. You're accepting yourself. The Emperor, some people can see it as, career improvement. Again, something that may be highlighted for you, but not important. With the Emperor here, you are stepping into your true embodiment. You are living in this invigorating energy. You are knowing that you make a difference, using your discernment as you make moves in life. The Emperor's leg muscle here is being highlighted, and the lungs as well. So what's standing out to me is that you are making movements, you are keeping pace, your natural pace. You're not rushing yourself is also what I'm feeling like, but just really naturally enjoying being this authoritative figure. Again, not feeling like you're authoritative over anyone necessarily, if that's not something that you want, but authoritative over yourself, over your own life, over your emotional stability, over your security as well. With the three major arcana here, Death, the Sun, and the Emperor, you know, I feel like this is a big change for you. You're stepping into some really big energy, and I think it's going to be joyfully. I think you're going to be less scared because you, again, can feel the magic behind it, the magic behind this opportunity. That you just think about all the things that had to line up in order for you to accept this opportunity in the first place. Very divine workings, right? Nothing that you could have tweaked or changed or done anything to make come quickly to you, but something that happened naturally for you because the universe is here with you, supporting you. So I have an affirmation card for you here from The Universe Has Your Back. And we have the moment I realign with love, clear direction is presented to me. So I think there is a realignment happening here for sure, especially within the Death card, especially within the joy. I think you, again, are embodying this joy. You are inviting it in. You are choosing. It is a choice, like we said, within the Two of Pentacles, to realign with love so that this clear direction is presented to you from the universe. They are literally waiting to continue to guide you. And even you are being guided right now, but this is definitely free will. So, you know, if this is something that you don't feel ready for, or this reading is just not something that, you know, completely resonates for you, even though I don't think it does. Like, we've gotten all of this way through. And I really think that if this is reading resonated for you, then that means that you're ready to realign. You're ready to be in clear direction. And this is honestly just what you're inviting into your life. So I see that you are heavily supported by Spirit in this transition. You will find clarity at the end of it as well. And the sun is going to be shining a little differently. You're going to see things differently with this new light. So I have one final astrological card, or astrology card, excuse me, to check the astrological energy that is around you right now, pile number 2. And we have the South Node, destined to release. Wow. So the South Node in many different decks appears differently. One of them says, do not let your past hold you back, which I think definitely resonates, especially with that Six of Cups starting the tarot, which we know it's not letting, you're not letting the past hold you back because we have the Death card right after, right? But there is something here from your past that you are being called and you are destined to release because it is not meant to go in the same direction as you. This could be a mindset. This could be an emotional habit that you have. This could be anything. But there's something here, and we all have it within our South nodes in our natal chart. We can see that there are things that we are all destined to release. None of us are unique and special and are carrying too much than the other. It's all something. We all have something. So I do want to mention that as well with the South Node. So let's see what the Oracle, so many, has to tell us. And they fell anyway. Excellent. I don't think those are yours though. Let's see. Give me 1 second. You know, we're gonna to shuffle more for just one more. But to start off, you have pineapple, reconciliation. So that's interesting because some people will say, oh, you're reconciling with someone, but it's like, not necessarily. I don't always like to read other people's energy into your reading. I feel like you are reconciling with yourself. There's a lot within you that you are coming to grips with, coming to terms with, and looking at, literally reconciling with, especially the things from the past. It could definitely be people from the past, especially because we have cups here signifying emotions, and we tend to feel those emotions towards and with other people, but it does not have to be. We also have Valley, deep personal strength and peace that assure success. So you are definitely successful at this time. You are really reaching this internally. You're reaching this realization internally, where it's all personal. It's all what you view as success and how you feel about your success. It's not based on anyone else's. At the bottom of the deck, we also have Bat. Take care. Enemies are working against you. So interesting. That is the bottom of the deck energy, which, as I mentioned in pile number 1, just because that energy shows up doesn't mean that you actually have enemies. Sometimes our own enemy is ourself when we have these limiting thoughts and doubts and disbeliefs, or we do these, we reenact these emotional habits that we know no longer serve our highest good. But take that how it resonates for you. And we also have Tulip, great passion. So this is going to be definitely a time of great passion for you. You're going to be very passionate about releasing, realigning, being divinely guided. I think, especially within the Emperor energy, you are going to find new inspiration as well, new bliss. It could be spiritually, it could be creatively also as well. So it will be different for everyone. The first crystal that we have out, oh my goodness, that does not want it to be seen. We have Serpentine, confidence. So that's also what is being reawakened and enlivened within the Emperor, as well as your confidence. Possibly, affirmations can help with your confidence if you feel as if that's something that you're trying to embody more of naturally, without external validation. You can do confidence affirmations that might also work for you as well. So we also have Smokey Quartz, security. You are secure. We knew it. And we knew that that wasn't something necessarily that you were worried about. But Spirit wants you to know that you are secure in all transitional phases, in all step ups within career or step away from careers, even if I don't think that's something that you really focus on right now. I really don't. I think it's stability in a different way, feeling secure, feeling held, feeling taken care of. We also have Rhodonite forgiveness. So there's something that is needing forgiveness, something that is needing to be released within this transitional phase. And to know that you've given it your best. Everyone else involved has given it their best, and that is all that we can ask for at this current moment. But what truly makes you is your own unique energy, not the things that have happened to you in the past. We also have Argonite, resolution. You are coming to these resolutions all on your own. This is going to be a very enlightening time for you, a very invigorating time for you. I'm so excited that you get to have this depth of, what is it? This depth of healing. I think everyone deserves a good deep healing. Just like our homes deserve a good deep cleanse when we clean our house and we make it feel good for us. I think we should do a lot more of that for ourselves, our physical body as well. So this is a great time for you, pile number 2. I'm super excited. I hope that you are too. If you are, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know how you're doing in the comment section down below. And don't forget that I also left my Patreon link down there as well in the description box for you to gain early and exclusive access to all different types of readings like the one that we have here today. So, pile number 2, I will see you in another reading. Peace. Hello, pile number 3. You chose the beautiful clear quartz cluster, which is always a mouthful to pronounce. This is the beautiful crystal that you connected with towards the energy. So I'm going to share some of the views with you. Let you get acquainted. And I'm going to actually put it right over here. So before we get into the cards, I'm going to actually take a look at the zodiac initial and I was going to say astrological. The angel numbers, yes, that's what they are, that we have written down. And then I'm going to get into the cards. Yeah, okay. So we have 12, 12, and Gemini. So this could be your zodiac energy or the angel number that you have been seeing a lot lately, or heavy Gemini within your natal chart. We also have Libra. So this could be your sign or the heavy natal energy or the heavy energy in your natal chart, or this could be the energy of someone that you know. And we also have the initials P, Z, it looks like. Yep, Z and J. P, Z, and J. So these could be your initials or the initials of someone that you know. I'm going to leave these right off to the side. And I'm going to get right into your crystal guidance and overall message. I'm going to read the short passage within the guidebook, and then we'll go from there. You have the Ascended Master, Saint Germain, and Amethyst, spiritual connection. Wow. This is actually really gorgeous. We also have the Master number 333 here, but this card is absolutely stunning. I love the purple hues. I could already tell definitely a spiritual connection with the clear quartz. That is a very divine and spiritually connected crystal in itself. So let's see what your crystal guidance is and what your ancestors have to say. We bring you the blessing of spiritual connection. There are times on your life path when you will feel alone. If you are working on an issue or going through a challenging time and don't feel particularly supported, or that others understand, even though they may love you, then that sense of loneliness may increase for a time. Or perhaps you wonder if you are as spiritually connected as you could be. Perhaps you have been asking for confirmation of your divine connection, or for some sort of sign that what you think might be divine guidance is genuine. Divine guidance. This oracle comes with a message. You are capable of conscious spiritual connection, and that connection is growing in power every time you talk to the universe through prayer or any act of devotion. You are also being asked to release any barriers around your heart and mind so you can allow the unconditionally loving voice of spirit to be heard in your heart and soothe your mind. So yes, if you have been questioning whether you are as spiritually connected as you hope to be, then Spirit is literally sending you the most direct message, your ancestors too, that you are connected, that there is this divine connection, and that you are very spiritually evolving at this current moment. I want to look more into your situation and see what else we need guidance on. We have building atoms here. So you are currently in the building phase of your life right now. And we have growth plans. That's so funny. It's like building growth. One is initiated and the other happens, right? So I think that this is a large theme of the guidance that you're needing, is the belief and the connection that you are building and growing at this current moment. Am I growing as spiritually evolved? Am I as spiritually developed as I think that I am? Or is this all a bunch of woo-woo and I'm doing it all for nothing and I feel nothing in the end anyway? Spirit is saying that yes, you are. We hear everything that you're saying. We hear everything that you're asking for, everything that you want. I think you are needing to believe in your connection. I think you are needing to, I mentioned earlier in one of the posts that I was writing for my Patreon, which is linked down below, that we every day are looking for like this confirmation of some sort. And then when we receive it, we're like, well, was that it? Was that the confirmation that I was waiting for? And it's like, yes, how else would you expect for spirit to show you that you are growing other than in the way that they are showing you, right? Of course, this is completely a fictional depiction, but you don't grow up, or you're not born with the full tree in bloom and ready and fruit ripe for the picking. This is a journey that you're on. You're on a spiritual journey. So things are naturally going to take time, but you are growing. You are absolutely growing. And there is no doubt from spirit's end of things. So why is there any doubt on your end? Let's see what else we have. Oh, what's on the card? Don't you just hate that? Got something on the card. But we have citronella. The keyword is expel. Trigger statement, I am being invaded. True statement, I am pure. As you align with the frequency of peace, the invasions from outside yourself and dissonance within are neutralized. So definitely there are some things that are being neutralized at this current moment, especially in regards to internally. I feel like that is the heavy energy right now, especially because, yes, people will have influence, but I feel like if the influence stays long enough, then it definitely becomes internal. And whether that external force is still there or not around us, internally, we are still dealing with our belief, our lack, our mindset, our self-talk, the things that we say within our mind. So spirit wants you to know that you are aligning with a different frequency right now. You are aligning with the frequency of peace. Whatever it is that you feel like is continuously attacking you or invading your energy, those things are being cleared out at this current moment, especially when you continue to align, continue to communicate, and be in direct connection with spirit, with source. So praying or communicating in general, telling your thoughts, speaking your gratitude, any kind of communication with spirit is good communication with spirit. So continuing to keep that channel open and free of clutter and miscommunication is going to definitely be important for you. Pile number 3. And we also have Falcon. Use your keen perception and skill in making decisions. Do not delay. So there is definitely something that you need to make a decision on. Your ancestors are here, and they are giving you clear crystal guidance to say, if you don't feel like you have this keen perception, connect with spirit, because you actually do. Like, you are actually a very intuitive being, where you can sense things and know things with very little need for proof of the things that you know or feel. So in any decision making, in any moment of I have to make a choice, I have to move left or move right, ask spirit, ask your guides, because this is really growing within you. Like, you really have this talent and this ability to build and to co-create with spirit. So don't wait until you feel as if you have nowhere to go, or you just can't make a decision. Ask as soon as a choice is needed to be made. As soon as you feel as if, oh, I have to do this. Either I don't know how, I don't know how to start, I don't know where to begin, or I feel as if all of these things are attacking me and I can't get a really good grip on what it is that I want or need. Ask spirit, communicate with spirit, strengthen your connection with them, and you will receive. You will receive the answer that you need. I'm going to look more into your situation with the tarot here to get a deeper look. And we have the Ace of Swords. So you're literally being given a gift, being sent a spiritual gift by the divine, by your ancestors, of thought, of clarity of mind. I think this is something that you've definitely been wanting, been needing. You've been just really wanting clarity on something, something that you're a part of, you're growing, and you are going to receive it. I think you might startle yourself with the depth and the intensity of clarity that you are going to be receiving. But you get what you ask for. So if you want to know something, you are going to receive that answer. It doesn't feel painful. It doesn't feel scary, of course, either. I think this is something that is very nurturing. This could be something you're searching for the truth of something. I feel as if, and you will find it. You will find it. I feel like the Ace of Swords is a new perspective, a new shift, which can even be a new truth that you are finding as well. We also have the Lovers here. So I did mention you making a choice, you making a decision, which is definitely indicative within the Lovers. I think it's a choice to deepen the relationship with self. I don't feel like this is a relationship. I feel like this could be your relationship even with spirit, but this is very intimate. This is even more intimate than sharing space and love with another person. This is something even more divine. This is you and you. You are facing yourself in order to receive this new perspective, in order to receive this gift. You have to view yourself in a different light. You do. You are a very spiritual being. I don't think this is something that you try to deny. I just think that you want to know more about it. You want to try to understand what this connection is and why is it here. Like I feel almost as if there's also am I worthy of this connection? Does this connection make sense for who I am? And it's like, well, are you looking at who you are now or who you used to be? We also have the Hermit. So you have absolutely some big changes coming your way, because this is now the second major arcana coming out here, and the Hermit definitely speaks about you taking more time for yourself, internal reflection, a deep internal reflection, and that's what I mentioned within the Lovers even, is that you are taking a look at yourself, at your inside, what you love and what you appreciate, what makes you flourish, what inspires you and encourages you to continue to grow, and what doesn't. So that is where your perception is needed within this decision, is to know what is and what isn't meant for you. And you will gain a lot of clarity within this Hermit mode around that. Let's see what else we have. We have the Queen of Swords. So a lot of Swords energy also is popping up. So you could be, I think we mentioned just Libra. Yeah, Libra earlier. Oh, and Gemini. So awesome. You could be either of those two air signs, or just have a lot of that in your chart. But the Queen of Swords talks about nurturing your mental state, being just that authoritative figure who rules in a different way, who doesn't have to necessarily be cold and calculated, but can, if necessary, but can also be a very nurturing type of person. I feel like in the past, you may have struggled with a lot going on in and around your mind. I think even your crystal guidance mentioned it as well, like being a thinker, very within your mind, very, well, this and this and this must happen in order for this and this and this to happen. But with the Queen of Swords here, it's like you're giving your mind a rest, like you're giving it a break. You're letting things come to you, realizations come to you, instead of trying to think things through. We also have the Ace of Wands. I think what's replacing that, like, always thinking, always going, always is your passion. I think your passion for growth, your passion to see things through into this like completed state is also something that is driving you. But you have two aces, two major arcana, and you have a queen here. You have very big energy, pile number 3, very big spiritual energy. And I think you have to learn it. You have to know it and figure it out so that it doesn't overwhelm you. I think this has happened in the past where you've just had so many realizations, thoughts, and things like that. But they tend to be able to overwhelm you, take you over. And then you feel as if, well, maybe I'm not doing all the growth that I thought initially, because I feel so drained and tired, and nothing seems very aligned for me right now. But that is not the case any longer. You are finding, I think, a really good balance within this hermit mode as well. It's of like resting, but also accepting this gift of passion and this gift of idea and thought. Letting your work or whatever it is flow naturally from you. Letting the creativity flow naturally from you as well. And we also have the Hangman. I'm not surprised that you have another major arcana. So I really want to point out, because it's huge changes that are coming to you right now. Huge changes. I think we did mention your perspective and how it is shifting. And of course we have the Hangman here. Again, not surprised by that. I think perspective is something that you may hold as a deep value, or if not just you, but your whole entire ancestral line, is what I'm feeling like. Just to be able to think again, to have a different thought, to have an evolving thought, to let your evolving thoughts guide you and move you through your decisions, because you know that you can't just make a decision and just be grateful for that outcome. Like, you want to think things through and be considerate of all of your options. I also feel like, don't know where that's coming from, but you are accepting this shift in perspective. You are bringing in new ideas from spirit directly. Like, spiritual communication is direct for you. So everything that you are receiving right now, and in the near future, is definitely going to be divine, is definitely going to aid you in this growth process and this building process of yourself. I think you are also like redefining some like DNA codes within yourself and switching on the happy switch. Not saying that we are not being realistic, okay? But we are being optimistic about the things that we are creating and experiencing and being a part of. I hope that this reading is making sense for you, pile number 3, because if I can be honest, I'm a bit lost myself. But I do want to continue to move forward with this affirmation card that I have here for you. I create mindful moments throughout the day, reminding myself that I am loved and miracles are natural. So you are definitely affirming yourself at this time and reminding yourself that miracles are natural. Like, the miraculous things happen on the daily, even hourly, for people just randomly in life. So it can definitely be you too, pile number 3. It doesn't have to just be, oh, this happened for so-and-so and they're living such a great life and and they're so connected and grounded and aligned and stuff. So that's great for them. It's like, no, I am connected. I am aligned. I feel and sense this strong growth within me, and it makes me proud. I'm very happy of it. I love myself. I love what I'm going through because it is teaching me more and more about myself. And as the affirmation says, I create mindful moments throughout the day. And this is going to continue to keep you aligned and continue to allow you to receive these divine messages, realizations, and things of that nature. So I have one astrology card that I have here for you, just to look at the astrological energy that is around you right now. And we have the third house, early learning, childhood relations, the rational mind, and communication. So we were talking about communication. We also had the Gemini energy here, which Gemini rules the third house. So this is definitely something that you've been trying to know more about. I think quite possibly within your childhood, there was just a level of spirituality that either did not exist or you were not allowed to explore further. So when we have like the rational mind showing up, this is something that we're actually trying to unlearn a lot of, because we don't lack within the rationality of things. What we lack in is our belief and the miracles and the belief that those miracles are natural. So this is something that you're working through right now. This could be something that you're communicating with others about is, I am really on this spiritual journey. Like, I'm really doing this thing. Especially we have the blue here. Your throat chakra may be opening up to expressing more of this as well. And to just let people know, I am unlearning. I am in the middle of unlearning, and I love it. I love what I've found out about myself in this process. I love what I have built from simply choosing to unlearn. I think that's beautiful energy, pile number 3. I'm really excited for you as well. I wanted to look more into the tea leaf oracle just to see if I could see what is coming your way, what more energy is coming your way, what more I could tell you about the energy. I think, again, like I mentioned, this is something that isn't just subtle. Also, probably something that isn't very surprising to you either, is that this is like life changes that you are experiencing here. So much major arcana, so many things that you are transitioning through right now. We also have Jug, lighthearted, carefree time. So this is definitely going to be a lighthearted, carefree time. But we're also going to recognize the loss within our life as well. With the reef here, sorrow over a loss. So we can grieve the closure of things and the endings of things because certain things just aren't meant to be in our life forever. We also have sunrise, new creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. Just because we mourn things and mourn the endings does not mean that we don't get to celebrate the new beginnings. And I see within the gong an exciting event that you are definitely not going to hold yourself back from celebrating this fresh and new start that is coming for you, even though we are mourning the closure and the old self, the closure of the life and the old self that we used to live. At the bottom of the deck, bridge, successfully overcoming a problem. So that sorrow of the loss, that reconciling with things being different is not going to hinder you from continuing to grow and to move forward. You are successfully overcoming that. Any feelings of guilt or sorrow, again, of this loss of the old self. So let's see what else we have for you. Pile number 3. We have education in the Angelite. I wanted to make sure I said it right. Angelite education. So what we unlearn from childhood, we are picking up new thoughts and new ideas, like I mentioned, with the Ace of Swords. And the Angelite will definitely help you in this learning phase. The Labradorite will help you with your imagination at this time, connecting with that energy. And of course, these are giving very blue hues. Labradorite is normally blue. I'm not sure if Angelite is also blue, but again, to help you with your throat chakra as well. And we have Shiva Lingam compatibility. So we are definitely not in search of what is compatible, but opening up to compatibility, to compatible energy, inviting it in, thanking the old for what it taught you and for what you were able to experience from it, and welcoming in the new and the compatible. We also have Serpentine at the bottom of the deck, so confidence will be the biggest way that you reach these realizations and these goals, and maybe something else that you are working to build within yourself as well. Whew. Okay, pile number 3. I feel like I've been talking forever, but I hope that you enjoyed this reading. I hope that it brought you some clarity and some comfort as well. If it did, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, because it would mean the world to me if you did. And don't forget that I left my Patreon in the description box down below, where you can gain early and exclusive access to all of the readings like this that I don't release anywhere else other than that platform over there. So I will see you in another reading. Peace. Hello, pile number 4. You chose the beautiful Amethyst cluster. So I'm going to let you take a moment to gaze at the energy of the Amethyst, which is a spiritually inclined and spiritually connected crystal directly. It helps with your intuition. It helps with mental clarity as well. So this is the crystal that you chose. Pile number 4. Before we get into the cards, I'm actually going to pull some zodiac, initial, and angel number energy that may be heavily around you at this time or influencing you. That's actually quite a lot. I'm only gonna do like half of that. Okay. Yeah, okay. So the first zodiac that we have out is Scorpio. You could be a Scorpio, know a Scorpio, or just have this heavily within your natal chart. We also have the initial L. So this could be your initial or the initial of someone that you know or will be influencing you soon. And we also have the angel number 555. So this could be an angel number that you are seeing a lot of or is heavily influencing you at this current moment. We have the initials T, E, O, or toe, that's funny, B, C, and the initial C again. So this could be important to you. These initials could be important to you. Letters to spell out the word toe even, so you could be dealing with your toe. Also, and we also have the angel number 444. So you could be seeing a lot of this angel number as well, or we'll be seeing it in the near future. So I want to get started on your crystal guidance and the message that your ancestors directly wanted to send you. I'm going to read the short passage out of the book, and let's get right into it. We have Ascended Master Lady Nada and Rhodochrosite. I wanted to make sure I said that right. Rhodochrosite sensitivity, and you have the crystal number, master number 333. So this could also be an angel number that you also see a lot of. But wow, what a beautiful card and beautiful energy. Let's see what the Ascended Master Lady Nada has to say for you. We bring you the blessing of sensitivity. Being sensitive in this world can be tough sometimes, yet your sensitivity is essential if you are to consciously feel and work with subtle energy. receiving and sending telepathic transmissions, feeling and releasing energetic cords, tingling with exquisite blessings of divine love, sensing the whispers of divine grace, and seeing the luminous, sparkling particles of life force dancing wildly in the beauty of shimmering auric fields in dazzling and colorful display. To be given the gift of sensitivity to perceive the energetic worlds is like being invited to the most special and extraordinary exhibit of sacred art. You may have struggled with your sensitivity, found it difficult to bear during times of emotional suffering, yet you have a great gift and it will bring you so much joy. If you are learning to develop your sensitivity, we will help you so you too can feel uplifted as you witness the energetic beauty of creation. And I sensed all of the beauty just within the card. They did an absolutely amazing job of depicting this beautiful card, the mandala and everything. And even, if you can see it, there's a little crystal right in the middle, the center of this card. Hopefully you were able to see that. But Spirit really wants to communicate to you and your ancestors as well that the sensitivity that you have been feeling and sensing, that you may even not at times ignore or try to, ignore. You don't try to ignore your sensitivity. I feel as if in the past, like they said, it has definitely overwhelmed you. And at this current moment, I feel as if you are looking to learn more about it. Why are you so sensitive? What makes you this sensitive? And how can I view it as being invited to this sacred party? Which it is. You have definitely been, you have ascended. You have reached a higher level of knowing and sensing and feeling than other people most normally do. So it feels very exclusive, this party does, but this is something that is very important for you and can actually bring you a great amount of joy. So let's see what else we have. We have animals, companionship. And it's so funny that this card came out for you because animals, second to, first, actually, animals are highly sensitive, highly intuitive to even just the shifts that the earth itself makes. You see it all the time where the animals are warned before us about natural disasters and things like that. And that is how many of them survive. I actually was reading something about that where animals are like so intuitive and just know when it is time to find safety, food, shelter, whatever it is that they need. They are so divinely connected to Mother Nature itself that they have no choice but to be intuitive and to just live their life as they naturally do. And I think this also comes a part of your message as well, is to just live as naturally and as connected as you possibly can. That way your connection to the divine, to source, can be as natural as the way that you live, right? So we also have expansion in the north here. So this is a beautiful, beautiful energy because right now your spiritual abilities, I feel as if are expanding. I feel as if there is a shift coming into play for you, especially as your sensitivity grows and you are able to listen to your intuition even more keenly. I think that the north also plays into like very unknown territory, so expanding into the unknown, being very sensitive to it and not knowing, or like it comes to a point where you are so sensatory that when you are in the unknown, your senses feel off. Like you don't know what you're feeling because it is unknown. So Spirit wants you to know that as you are expanding, do not doubt your intuition, because you again are headed in the right direction. You're moving along as needed, and there's nothing necessarily that you have to worry about when it comes to your expansion. I just realized we have 21 twice, so we have the number 3 twice, And 3 actually breaks down to talking about companionship, where you have split 2 into 3. You have added, you have grown. There is an expansion to the 2 energy to make it 3, right? So I feel as if you may be heavily working with other people, but it doesn't feel like it. Because again, when we are so sensitive, maybe it's not the time to work with many people, but a few influential ones that can help guide us in the right direction. I know that message was for someone for sure, but 3 also talks about your spiritual connection as well, being spiritually guided, co-creating with spirit, and working in that nature. So let's see what else the Oracle has for you. I'm gonna look at the essential oil one first. We have pink pepper. The keyword is grace. Trigger statement: what do they have that I don't? True statement: we are all special. Allow your inner critic to be silenced as you find the perfection in yourself and those around you. Definitely was feeling that energy kind of when I was speaking about other people and their energy influencing yours. I think one of the easiest ways to stop any kind of comparison from ourselves to others is to just not look. So that may mean to limit social media. That may mean to limit reading up on certain things and comparing whatever it is that you are trying to create or be a part of, and to really solely focus on what it is that you are experiencing right now, especially because of being so sensitive and being so sensitively aware of other people's energy as well. I think just especially limiting yourself to that interaction, that not just interaction, but what's the word? External stimulation as well. Lessening that will actually give space for you to recognize that we are all special and are unique in own right. Like, there's nothing that you have to prove in order to just simply exist and to be. That you are already, you are already sensitive. You already know that you are an intuitive. So there's no need to compare yourself to the next. We are all special. We are all here to deliver a message, to experience a certain level of truth, and to express our own truth as well. So right now, Spirit and your ancestors are asking you to allow your inner critic to be silenced, because that person has very little to offer you when it comes to positivity. I think right now, the most that you will find your truth, the place where you will find your truth the most, is what I meant to say, is through your intuition and really allowing yourself to be guided, and to allow that sensitive nature to shine a little bit more. And we also have White Swan. The power of divine grace is within you. So you are definitely connected with the divine. Like, there's no doubt about it. There's a certain elegance and grace to you as well. Not to comparatively say that the next person doesn't have it, but to say that you have it. That the things that you are wishing to see and experience within yourself, you do have it. And the divine wants you to recognize that within yourself. They want you to recognize, again, that your sensitivity is not a burden, but a very beautiful gift to be experienced and expressed with other people. So I'm going to look even further into this situation for you with the tarot here. And we have the 3 of Wands. Yeah. So definitely, some people will say this is within the Rider-Waite. This is you watching your ships come in. But this card to me right now in this deck is feeling like, I think you're preparing. You are preparing yourself for, yes, what is coming in, but also what you are putting out as well. I think especially within this expansion, you are ready to expand. This could be even that you're ready to expand your gifts, your spiritual knowledge. You are ready to deepen your spiritual practice as well, and to not be afraid of the sensitivity that you are feeling and that you sense, but to embrace it. I think you're also finding a different level of comfort as well, especially with the companionship here. Like, you're not afraid of your talents anymore. Like, you're not afraid to expand. You're not afraid to place down the like mindset and the comparison, because you know that you are a gifted and talented individual. So this is coming more and more into realization for you. We also have the 5 of Pentacles. So depending on what it is for you specifically, that you love to give your energy and time to, I feel as if this is something that you've wanted to make, like your spiritual gift itself is something that you've wanted to be financially secure in. Like, you've wanted your gifts to bring you security and stability. And everyone wants that. That's not abnormal. It's not an uncommon thing or a selfish thing either. You give out the energy, so you want to receive a certain level of energy as well. And I think with the 5 of Coins here is representing almost like this lack or disbelief that you can have it, that you can be this sensitive being and share in this energy in a safe and harmonious environment, but to also receive something in return, to receive the expansion for the thing that you put out, to receive the recognition for that work, that thing that you put out. We also have the 7 of Swords, or the 7 of Blades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I had to make sure. The 7 of Blades. So I think, again, what is missing right now is your mental, not strength, but it's your mental reinforcement of knowing, hey, you know, some things are let me gather my words, because I'm trying to envision what the 7 of Swords is right now. And I think it's almost as if you are like trying to fool yourself into like thinking, oh, you know, I'm putting in all this energy, but what am I getting back? And it's like, there's something here. Let me see what else we have. We have Justice. There's a balance. Yeah, there's a balance coming to in between your heart and your mind. Especially with, we have the Swords energy here. We literally have the Justice split in half between a heart and a brain. So what's balancing out right now is your emotional, but your also logical self. Sometimes your logical self has really won it over and like convinced you that it's not possible that you will be in this financial state for the rest of your life, just because it's either how you grew up, what you're used to, and nothing will change. You know, the same narrative that we repeat to ourselves in order to convince ourselves that this is who we are. This is all we get in life. I think that is really silencing, especially that inner critic. Yes, the 7 of Swords is that inner critic who says, ha, fooled you. I made you think that this is your reality, when in all actuality, your reality can change. We also have the Knight of Swords. So this examination of your inner critic, this examination of the self-talk that you have, will actually move you forward into a different kind of action, I feel like. Let's see. We have the Ace of Cups. Yeah, a more fulfilled place of action. You are not feeling any sense of lack with this Ace of Cups here. You are moving away from feeling like you are limited in any financial sense, that your gifts are somehow limiting your financial state here. You're done convincing yourself of that. You are moving towards a new perspective. You are moving with a new thought, with a new mindset as well in this Knight of Swords. And I think that you are moving towards that balance that is represented at the end of your tarot. You are carrying your own sense of fulfillment and not necessarily looking for anyone else to pour into your cup right now. I think especially because of the way that your energy sometimes mixes with others, because you are so sensitive, it's not meant for other people to fill up your cup. This is, I mean, solely for the divine to continue to fill you up and to encourage you to move forward and to encourage you to even fill up your own cup, fill up your own self, but definitely not feeling like you are looking for someone else to validate you is going to be huge for you in this process. Again, because someone else's validation literally might not even do what it is that you're hoping. Like, it literally might not even make you feel more confident or any of those things, and yet continue to seek validation from others because it's not meant for someone else to validate you. It won't ever stick. It won't ever feel as good as you validating yourself and affirming yourself, affirming your gifts, and all of those things. So I wanted to look at the one affirmation card that I pulled from you from the Universe Has Your Back deck. And we have find a deeper meaning. And I find a deeper meaning and personal growth amid the discomfort. So yeah, especially during this expansion, like I said, it is uncomfortable not knowing where you're going, not seeing the destination and the GPS, but just trusting the GPS. I think you're finding a deeper meaning in all things. That is what you're searching for. That is what moves you, is a deeper meaning. If it doesn't hold it, if you don't sense true companionship, then it's not necessarily for you, and you're not going to try to fool yourself into that either any longer. What you're seeking is personal growth, spiritual growth, even amid the discomfort of your old self, your old thoughts, your old habits. And you are finding a new sense of peace and a new sense of justice, balance within yourself, harmony within yourself as well. I find a deeper meaning and personal growth amid the discomfort. Even like dab smack in the middle of it. Even if you're not like uncomfortable right now, the Five of Pentacles here doesn't mean that you are within financial poverty at this current moment. It just means that you have a financially impoverished mindset and that you are viewing things as it used to be, even if it's not. So that it's definitely a process for you, something that is continuously evolving, and it looks a little different for everyone. So I finally have one final astrology card to look at the astrological energy around you right now. And we have Taurus. Trust, patience, and sensuality. So you could be a Taurus, know a Taurus, or have this very heavy Taurian energy within your natal chart. Again, I'm not surprised that's there because I feel like especially Taurus, they connect with animals in a different way. I'm not sure. I feel like Capricorn, it's like plants and nature, rocks, grass. Taurus is like pets, animals, luxurious animals too, even. I'm not 100% sure on this. This is just something that I'm feeling. And I feel like luxurious items in general, definitely for Taurus. But Spirit is asking you to trust. Your ancestors are asking you to trust them, to trust the timing of things, and to allow patience to just take over your body, which is not the easiest thing. It's so hard giving up what we think is the only control that we have, which we don't even have that amount of control. But to be patient is to know that there is a higher type of energy at work. Something that you can't control, something that cannot be controlled, and you wouldn't want to control it anyway because they know all about this divine working. So we have, let me see if I can grab it. Okay, we have Fan, romance, celebration, party. So definitely some energy that you could be feeling. It's 222 as I'm talking. So you could be feeling very romantic, especially with the love potion here and the Ace of Cups. But that doesn't always mean romantic love. You could be feeling very romantic towards yourself, romantic towards your journey, feeling very, I'm in love with life. I'm in love with where I am right now. I literally cannot be happier. And there's just some things that I'm working through, that I'm moving through at this current moment. It's going to be different for everyone, But if you do have a romantic partner right now, you definitely may be finding yourself celebrating with them a lot more, or you could be finding that you're celebrating a lot more and happen to stumble across romance as well. It is different for everyone. We also have ladder, climbing towards success. That is exactly what you're doing. Spiritual success is here for you. It is inviting you in. I think you are definitely hearing some messages that are taking you to places that you've been wanting to go this entire time. Again, not letting this mindset, not letting this energy hold you back. And we also have teapot, deep friendship with someone of the same sex. So no matter what your gender is, even if you don't subscribe to that, I feel like there is some mutual energy that is being introduced into your life right now, where you are able to connect with people on a different and a deeper level. Again, very selective about the people that are around you because you are so sensitive. But things can actually be deep, and you can actually have amazing connections that don't overwhelm you and don't make you second guess what it is that you are sensing and feeling. At the bottom of the deck, we have Lily, spiritual love. Again, absolutely not surprised by any of the cards that you have coming out, because this is what we've been talking about this whole time. Even with the romance card here, it's not just about love. We're not just seeking external validation or love. We are seeking deep spiritual love, deep spiritual connections and things of that nature. Those who accept us and know and can be around us in our full true form as well. We also have Ruby, excitement. So there's something exciting going on for you coming up where you're going to feel very excited. I feel like you're going to feel it before you see it because you're so sensitive. That's a great thing. An amethyst. Yes, your card. I meant your crystal, your card. Discernment. So this is definitely something that is growing within you. You're being very discerning about what moves to make, what moves to pause on, who to invite deeper into your life, who not to, using discernment of all different kinds. So amethyst definitely is going to be a crystal to help you with that. It's definitely a message for you. And we also have Tangerine Quartz, innovation. So you're feeling very innovative at this time. Spirit is going to be sending you some downloads, unique downloads, things for you to act on and to experience and to be a part of. And it will be a very invigorating and inventive time for you. And we also have pyrite, willpower. So definitely these may be the crystals that you're working with in order to gain your willpower, your strength, your fortitude, and moving ahead and moving forward with your discerning attitude and your innovative spirit. Pile number 4. I want to make sure that this is all, that I'm not missing anything for you. And I hope that I was able to give you an in-depth and a full reading of clarity. If you did really enjoy this video, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, because it would mean the world to me. And I would truly appreciate it. And I do want to mention again that I'm leaving my Patreon link down below so that you can gain early and exclusive access to all of the readings, like the one that we have here today, and all the different types of readings that will not be released anywhere else except on that platform. So I will see you in another reading. Peace.